Good day and good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us again for episode number 6 of our podcast on health, food, and awareness. Today, we will be starting a topic on a few foods that are good for you. Let's jump right into it. Today, we are going to be talking about bananas and barley. Bananas, which are a bunch of potassium. Now we'll jump right into it by saying bananas are good for your heart. Now, bananas are one of nature's best sources of potassium, with each fruit providing about 396 milligrams, 11% of your daily value of this essential mineral. Now, study after study has shown that people who eat foods rich in potassium have a significantly lower risk of high blood pressure and related diseases like heart attack and stroke. Even if you already have high blood pressure, eating plenty of bananas may significantly reduce or even eliminate your need for blood pressure medication, according to scientists at the University of Naples in Italy. Now, some researchers believe that one of the ways that bananas keep blood pressure down is actually by helping to prevent plaque from sticking to artery walls in your body. They do this by keeping the quote-unquote bad, low-density lipoprotein cholesterol from iodizing. Now, that's a chemical process that makes it more likely to accumulate. That's why bananas may be a good defense. They do this by keeping the bad, low-density lipoprotein cholesterol from iodizing, which is a chemical process that makes it more likely to accumulate. Bananas may be a good defense against hardening of the arteries, another contributor to high blood pressure, heart attacks, and strokes. Now, the best part of eating bananas is that you don't have to eat a lot of bananas to get these benefits. Just 3 to 6 servings can do the job. Now, bananas for stomach relief. You know what? Though more research needs to be done, now bananas may replace antacids in your medicine cabinet as an effective way to quell the inner flames of heartburn and indigestion. Now, in addition, bananas may be helpful for preventing and treating ulcers as well. There have been a few studies showing that bananas may have a protective effect in ulcer treatment. Scientists also suspect that bananas may guard against stomach damage in 2 ways. First, a chemical in bananas called protease inhibitor appears to be able to kill off harmful ulcer-causing bacteria before they do their dirty work. Secondly, bananas seem to stimulate the production of protective mucus, the layer that helps prevent harsh acids from coming into contact with the tender stomach lining. Now, let's talk about how bananas can help restore balance in your body. Now, when you've been run ragged by a case of the runs, it is important that you replenish all the vital fluids and nutrients that diarrhea depletes. And a banana is just the food to do it. Now, bananas are a very good source of electrolytes like potassium, which you lose a lot of when you become dehydrated. Electrolytes are minerals that turn into electrically charged particles in the body, helping to control almost everything that happens inside, from muscle contractions and fluid balance to the beating of the heart. In addition, bananas contain some pectin, a soluble fiber that acts like a sponge in the digestive tract, absorbing fluids and helping to keep diarrhea in check. Now let's broaden our horizon. Even if you're not all that fond of bananas as a snack, there are many other ways to get their healing goodness. In the Caribbean countries in Central and South America, for example, people frequently add bananas to everyday recipes, everything from meatloaf to casseroles. Because of their mild, slightly sweet taste, bananas work well in almost any recipe. Now, you can buy a bunch. One reason that people don't eat a lot of bananas is that they tend to get soft and mushy before you get around to eating them. Now, here's a hint for keeping them fresh. When bananas are getting soft too quickly, put them in the refrigerator. This will quickly stop the ripening process. Don't be alarmed when the cold turns the skin black, okay? Because that's still good. The banana is actually better for you then. The fruit inside will still be fresh and tasty. On the other hand, when you're waiting for that bunch of green bananas to ripen, it's easy to speed up the process. Put them in a brown paper bag, At room temperature, the ethylene gas that bananas produce naturally will speed up the ripening. If you have any more questions, comments, and concerns about bananas, what they're good for, who can take them more, and if you're on medication, please check with your medical professional. If you're taking medications, if you have kidney issues, etc. But if we do have a lot more information on bananas to give everyone, but now we're going to jump into a little bit into barley. Now, this is a great grain for the heart. Now, if you're a vitamin E enthusiast, you've probably heard about tocotrienols. Like vitamin E, tocotrienols are an antioxidants, meaning that they help reduce damage to the body from dangerous oxygen molecules called free radicals, like we talked about in previous episodes. And barley is one of the richest sources of these compounds. Now, one must note that tocotrienols are potentially more powerful antioxidants than other chemical versions of vitamin E. Tocotrienols have at least 50% more free radical fighting power than other forms. That translates into a lot of heart disease fighting might. So, barley contains those things, and this is why barley is so good for you. Tocotrienols fight heart disease in two ways. One, they help stop free radical oxidation, a process that makes low density lipoprotein, LDL cholesterol, the dangerous type, more likely to stick to artery walls. And two, they act on the liver to reduce the body's production of cholesterol. Barley also contains lignans, compounds that have antioxidant ability and thus provide still more protection. Lignans can help prevent tiny blood clots from forming, further reducing the risk of heart disease. Now, finally, barley is exceptionally high in both selenium and vitamin E. Although research results are mixed, there's mounting evidence that both help protect against cancer. Indeed, some researchers believe that selenium may work best, as we talked about previously. We talked about what selenium is good for in our fifth podcast, that they believe that selenium may work best as an anti-cancer agent when combined with other antioxidants, which, as we've seen, barley has in abundance. Now, 1 cup of cooked barley contains 36 micrograms of selenium, more than half the daily value, and 5 international units of vitamin E, 17% of your daily value. Now, barley is fiber protection. Besides helping to reduce damage from dangerous LDL cholesterol, there's another way in which barley helps keep blood vessels healthy. It's loaded with beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber that forms a gel in the small intestine. Cholesterol in your body binds to this gel, which is then excreted from the body. Soluble fiber does more than lower cholesterol. It also binds to potential cancer-causing agents in the intestine, keeping them from being absorbed. And because soluble fiber soaks up lots of water in the colon, it helps digestion work more effectively, thereby preventing constipation. Now you want to get the most out of your barley. All right, so buy it whole. Although pearl barley is the most common form found in American grocery stores, it's been refined no less than 5 times to scrub off the healthful outer husk and brain layer. A more nutritious choice you can choose for when you're buying your barley is hulled, Hulled barley. Stripped only of the outer, inedible hull, it's the best source of fiber, minerals, and thiamine. Also has a more distinctive, nuttier flavor than its highly processed counterparts. You can generally find whole barley at health food stores. Now, one way you can try barley is try it baked. Unless you're extremely fond of cooked barley, it's unlikely that you're ever going to eat 1 cup a day. This is another way to get more barley into your diet. Add it to baked goods. You can substitute about 1.5 cups of barley flour for every 3 cups of regular flour. Or add barley flakes to cookies, muffins, or bread. They will add a distinctly nutty taste while delivering more fiber and nutrients than you'll get from white flour alone. Another good recipe is a recipe that they used that's used called talbina. Talbina, we have a recipe I will link in the description that you can check out our video on talbina and the health benefits of that. But we do appreciate you all listening to our episode on health, wellness, and food. And we pray that you all have a good, blessed day or evening. And join us next time for episode 7. Thanks for watching.